My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. This product here is from Hennessy Hammock, and this is their heat reflective pad. This is nothing new. This has been out on the market for a long time. In fact, I purchased this maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Without a doubt, I've had this for a long time, and I've used it quite a bit for my hammock adventures. In fact, here in the mountains of North Carolina, during the summertime, the temps drop into the 50s, sometimes even into the 40s, and most of the time, we have a good breeze. Because of these conditions, I like to use this hammock pad just about year-round in the mountains here when I'm hammock camping. And that's because this reflects body heat, and at the same time, it prevents you from feeling that cold air rushing underneath your hammock. That's why this product works so well, and that's why I like it so much. With this pre-shaped pad, this is from Hennessy, as I mentioned before, and this is their heat reflective pad. With this product here, there are 2 different versions of it, a regular length and also a long version. This here is the regular version. And as you can see, it's been cut and tapered basically to match the human body. As you all can see here, I have a hammock set up, and for this example, this is not a Hennessy hammock. This is a One Tigress hammock. The point of this is to show you that you can use this product with any type of hammock. This is not proprietary for only Hennessy products. With the pad inside of the hammock, you can see that it fits perfectly. It's wider at the top where your head would be, so it's wider at the shoulders, and it tapers down towards the foot. Now, with this product here, you may see a few grommets. And in this case, with one of those grommets, you have a piece of elastic connected to that grommet along with a hook. At the top of this pad, you have another grommet, but it's lacking that feature. Let me explain to you all what this is. Those hooks are designed to attach on the inside of Hennessy hammocks. This is supposed to hold the pad into place so that you can toss and turn all night long, and the pad doesn't slide to one side or another. At the foot box, I still have the connector. Up at the top, I do not, and that's because it ripped off. Unfortunately, this feature really doesn't work that well. It certainly does not keep the pad into place. Over time, with tons of use with this pad, the top connector has ripped off, and I never replaced it because it simply does not work that well. In a nutshell, folks, this is what the Hennessy reflective pad is. It is a sleeping pad for your hammock. You put it on the inside, you lay down on top of it, and it does 2 things. It reflects back body heat to you, and it prevents that cold air that's underneath your hammock from getting through. That way, plain and simple, you stay warmer, you stay more comfortable. The company claims this is a 3-season reflective pad, but I would disagree. In my opinion, this works well in all 4 seasons. Not only in the summertime, but also in the fall, the winter, and spring. You may be asking whether or not this is something that you need for summertime camping, and that really depends on when you're camping, the temperatures and so on. As I mentioned before, here in the mountains during the summertime, most nights it's in the 50s, sometimes in the 40s. At those temperatures, this really is appreciated. When the temps are above 60 degrees, I tend not to use it. So to answer that question, is this going to be beneficial for you? It really does depend on yourself, how cool that you run, how cold, and also when and where you're camping. I tend to run fairly hot, and I appreciate having this when the temps are around 50 degrees and lower. But for yourself, you may be even hotter than me, and you may not want this. But for myself, it really does work well. And I can use this all the way down to roughly 30 degrees with no underquilt. Now, that's me. I run a little bit hot. Your mileage is going to vary. I think for most people, realistically, around 40 degrees with no underquilt with a good top layer, you're going to be comfortable with this pad. But again, everybody's different. This is one of those products that you really do need to test out before you go out on a crazy adventure, or at least bring with you some supplemental insulation layers just in case. Test the waters with this. Start with high temps and work your way down. Don't start down, work your way up. I've mentioned already that there's 2 sizes, a regular and a long. The regular size is 67 inches long and 29 inches wide at the shoulders, 15 inches wide at the foot. With the long version, that is 72 inches by 35 inches at the shoulders, and it's 18 inches wide at the foot. When the product is stored and all packed up, the regular size is 4.5 inches by 23 inches. Since I do not have the long version, I do not have those measurements. As far as the weight goes, this pad is ultra light. It weighs only 10 ounces on my scale. The long version is 14 ounces. As far as the pricing goes, $35 for the regular version, $40 for the long. Now that we've gone over every single aspect of this product and the stats, let's begin with the pros and cons. Pros first. Right off the bat, the quality of this is excellent. This is a very well-made product. There's absolutely no issues when it comes to the stitching, to the quality. The grommets look great. They have held up incredibly well. which is surprising because I toss and turn a lot. The piece of elastic with the hook did rip off at some point in time, but it is something that I could have tied back. I just simply didn't because I don't use that feature any longer. I tried it, and that is a con. It simply does not work that well. Going back to the pros though, this pad is comfortable enough. And this is especially true when you're wearing pants and a long sleeve shirt. It is slightly less comfortable when you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt because of the nature of this material. It's plastic, it can be cool to the touch, it can also feel somewhat clammy. Next everyone, this product is warm and it does exactly what the company claims it's going to do. It reflects back body heat, at the same time it's blocking cold air from getting to you. So you can lay on top of this, you can be fully comfortable, and I'll tell you what, it really does work well. Anytime that you may be like rolling around, you scoot the pad or you come off of it, you will feel the cold air underneath this. And that reminds you right then and there just how well this product is working. A little while ago I mentioned the temperature rating for this, roughly 40 degrees, maybe 30 degrees. Again, that's going to vary depending on how warm you run, but you can extend the temperature range of this by using clothing or additional items. You can take a blanket, you can put that underneath this pad, then lay down on top of it. You can take your clothing that you're not wearing, put it underneath the pad as well. You may have just said to yourself, what about putting a blanket on top of this pad? That is actually going to decrease its R value. With a product like this, you want your skin as close to this product as possible. That way it can reflect back your body heat. If you put a layer between yourself and the product, it simply will not work as well. Without a doubt, for what this product is, it is warm and it can make a big difference on cool nights. And that's especially true on cool, windy nights. With this product here, it is very versatile. You can use it inside of your hammock. You can use it to sit on a wet log. You can put it on the ground, sit on it. In a pinch, you could even use it as a sleeping pad. Even though it really wasn't designed for that, it could work. It would be better than sleeping on the cold ground. This pad is very easy to clean. You can get it covered in dirt, covered in mud. You can take the water hose, spray it off, wipe it off, you're good to go. If you're out on the trail, dip it in a creek, rinse it off that way. I've had this for a long time, used it in all sorts of adventures, and it keeps going strong. And folks, it's not torn up. I see no issues, in fact. And I've used this hundreds of times. It is dirty, there's no doubt about that. I could do a better job of rinsing this off, but it is what it is. I should mention this, folks. I mentioned that you can use this on a ground or as a sitting pad, something like that. If you're going to do that, you do need to be careful. This is a piece of plastic, a piece of Helikon-Tex. You do not want to puncture holes in this. You don't want to like tear up this material. So if you're going to use it on rough surfaces, be careful. Additional pros are as follows. I like the fact that this is available in numerous sizes. It can work for regular Joes like myself or taller, larger individuals as well. Because of the nature of this product, it can be used as a solar heater out on the trail. It is much, much lighter than external insulation layers. It is fully waterproof and vaporproof, and it can be used in any hammock, not just those from Hennessy. Now it's time for the cons when it comes to this mat, to this pad. So con number one is the fact that this will slide around. It doesn't matter if you have a Hennessy hammock, you have it clipped in, or if you're using it in a hammock from a different company. The pad is going to slide around. This is especially true if you're someone who tosses and turns a lot. I am the master at tossing and turning all night long. All night, I just roll. I have vivid dreams, just crazy stuff inside of my head non-stop, so I move a lot. So oftentimes, I wake up and this pad is every which way. It is all over the place. And that's going to be an aspect to this product. If you don't toss and turn, great, it's not going to move much. If you do, be prepared to wake up ever so often and make corrections. If you want to negate some of the slippage on this, you could take some rubber cement and put that on the bottom of the pad. That will help some. Something else that you can do to help negate the slippage aspect is this. You can take this product and put it inside of a sleeping bag liner, then hop inside. That liner will keep that pad mainly into place. Slippage is not going to be impossible, but it will be much harder when it's inside of a liner. Next, folks, let's talk about price. Now, in my opinion, the price of this is more than fair considering that this comes from a small company. $35 for the regular size, $40 for the large size. It's fair. It's been pre-cut. It has a hem that goes all the way around it. There's absolutely nothing janky about this. And I have no problem spending a little bit more for a nicer product and also supporting a small business. But let's say that those points mean absolutely nothing to you. You can purchase your own Helikon-Tex pad and cut it for roughly half the cost of this. I would say that the biggest issue with a product like this is bulk. When you have this product all folded up, much nicer than this, you can see here, it is going to be somewhat bulky. There really is no way around this. You can roll it up, maybe attach it on the outside of your pack, that's going to help. But if you have this inside of your pack, it is going to take up some space. The last con that I want to touch upon here is noise. On camera, this is going to sound louder than it really is. In truth, when you're laying on top of this, it's not that big of a deal. It does make some noise, but it's not enough to wake you up or to cause issues in your camp. Nothing like that. So there you have it, folks. This is the Hennessy Reflective Hammock Pad. For the money, this is a great product. Again, for myself here in the mountains, I can use this product all year long. Not only in the warm months, but also the cold months as well. It does a great job of reflecting back body heat, blocking some wind. On those breezy nights when the temperatures are dropping, you're really going to appreciate something like this. And the thing is this, it's only $35. For $35, I think it's a fantastic piece of kit. If you're interested in making one of your own pads, I'm sure there are millions of videos on this topic on YouTube. So if there's one that you personally recommend, a video, an instruction set that is, make sure to post it down below for the community to see. My question for you all is this: what do you all think about this product? Is this something that you're personally interested in? Do you think $35 is fair for this product? In my opinion, it is. It's very versatile, well made, and I can easily recommend it. For this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review, I am done. Everyone take care, be well, strength and honor. I will see you all around again soon. By the way, hit the like button before you go. I do appreciate it. Thanks, folks. Bye for now.